Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk. Well, it's your girl Farida, and today I have with me my auntie and my cousin. You guys are I don't know anything. So basically, you guys know this is the first time I'm going to be bringing someone older than me on set. So we're going to be doing a sort of comparison. We're going to just compare generations. So you guys understand. Our first question: What are the values, the privileges, and you guys are doing your generation that you feel like you do not have now?
Yeah, hello everyone. Yeah, Farida forgot to mention that I'm the best auntie. Same thing with, I'm always feeling proud that I'm the best auntie in the house. Yeah. So going back to Farida's question, yeah, what are the things that we had then that youths of nowadays don't have? Basically, I think it's number one thing is if every teenager is able to exhibit greatness, it goes a long way. The word great is a big word that goes resilience, strength, courage. You know, it's a word that takes other social skills to all together. You understand? So, and I noticed that youths of today, or let me just say teenagers of nowadays, they don't have that grit. So that's why you don't get the kind of results. There are some things, you know, when we were growing, our parents don't have to tell us because they've exposed us to so many things. So, and that has actually built our greatness, you understand? But kids of now, they don't have it. You have to keep telling them, and it's not making them to work or respond or perform effectively as we always feel our parents, the kind of results our parents were getting when we were growing.
Okay, what are the things that you feel like, okay, we have, that okay, if you guys add it to that, made things better?
Yeah, I would say that it's a digital world. That's number one thing that you guys have, and I think as we had that kind of exposure with grace, it would have been very fantastic. Then number two, the parent-children communication, the relationship. Then we didn't have even as we were sitting down like this. I could not sit down with my aunt. My aunt is like this, you understand. So you guys have free access to us, but it's just for you now to use it very well.
Okay. So my question goes like this. It is not uncommon for your own generation to criticize our own generation for maybe the inappropriate use of technological devices or even misuse. What's your own opinion, or like, what do you think about this criticism, and like what is the reason for this criticism? Yes, that's my question. Like, what is the reason for this criticism?
Yeah, I personally am an advocate of technology advancement, but where I have the problem is the indiscipline. You understand what I'm saying? The world is in a global village. They've actually predicted that the world will soon get to a global village, and with the pandemic, you can see that everybody, we are now phone, everything is phone, devices, so many devices and all that. But I still tell people that you have to be able to discipline yourself. There is time for everything. It's just the abuse that is a problem. And you know, as an individual, you know that I'm not supposed to be on this website at this particular age, and you understand what I'm saying? And how we wake up in the morning or middle of the night, you just be on your device. You can't be on your device. Man shall not live by bread alone. Man shall not live by device alone. You understand? So that is where it becomes worrisome for parents when we get to see youth of nowadays from morning to night. I know a lot of youth that are doing fantastic things with their devices. So that is what we are trying to.
So we are you are looking at like saying we should try and reduce the negative aspects of it and then pursue the positive side, like using using technological advancement to
benefit yourself.
Yes.
Thank
you.
I feel like that will actually take time. Most parents, if they see, like my mom for example, if I complain of headache, it's my phone that is doing me. My leg is paining me, it's my phone that is doing me. I don't know, I feel like it's too...
Okay, let me give you an example. Well, I would say your mom is not wrong, and I would say she's right and she's wrong. She's wrong because she's assuming. You understand what I'm saying? But she's right, because she's not saying stuff that you're doing. Assuming she's saying stuff that you're doing. Oh, you're doing some write-ups on LinkedIn. You're doing some right. You understand what I'm saying? Academically, you're doing so well. Socially, you're doing well. Every parent wants the child to be balanced. We want a balanced child. You understand? So that is when I'm not getting something. It's okay when your score comes and it's DE. And I see you with the phone every time. It's natural for everybody to judge. Anybody will judge, you understand? Like, oh, it's because of your phone. But if you have the phone with you 24 hours and your result is out and you are A, B, C plus, I will know that, oh, this child did when she's online, she's reading up, she's using Google, she's using Coursera. When you talk to your parents and the kind of things you say to them, and thank God this girl is using technology very well. But when you on your WhatsApp status, it's today slay mama, tomorrow slay mama. It's not like the world is not about slay mama only. It comes with some intellectual ideas and all that. So that's where I see it. Just the balance. If every child can balance, if you can balance it, I don't think we will be worried about it. Most of these young guys that we see doing wonderful things, see Andela, they started with the device. Even Mark Zuckerberg, it was his exposure to the digital world that made him come up with Facebook. So assuming his parents then were now telling us to use the device, are we going to have Facebook of today? No. So it's just for the child to have the clarity of purpose, Exactly.
Okay, so basically most parents don't have this parents-children relationship with their children and all that. Why do you think it is that?
Well, I would say that this is something that has come to stay. I don't know the magic wand that will throw in the air and will make every child, from generation to generation. Our generation, it was like that. We didn't have that relationship. But this generation, you guys have the access. You have the access to your parents, you can communicate with your parents, but there's this rebellious nature about teenagehood. You understand? It is natural, and I don't blame any child or any teenager that exhibits that rebellious attitude whereby you think your parents, they are not your parents are not your friends and all that. And I tell people, once your child gets to the age of 13, just be ready that that child is not your friend any longer. You can't just wake up one morning and tell the child that you are my friend. No, you build a friendship. But by the time the child gets to 13, just have at the back of your mind that 60% of friendship will go somewhere, will rest for some time, because the child wants to explore that teenage world and all that, and which is natural. You understand? There will be peer pressure, and if as a parent you cannot manage the peer pressure effectively, it makes the child to be rebellious. You understand? The mere fact your child doesn't want you to know stuff about him or her does not make the child a bad child. She needs or he needs his or her own privacy, and I think we should respect that. But at times you have to do some nosy pokey to sneak, and so that you'll be able to have an idea of what is happening. You can't leave your child just like that because my child is a teenager, I'm leaving. No. You should know when to poke nose, and you should know when to respect yourself. You come back till the child. You'll be able to walk that journey of teenagehood with your child, so that you have a balanced child, not a broken child.
Okay, my own question, another one. Then we have been able to compare generations at least for now. But is there any event or experience that is very fascinating that you'd like to share with us that shaped you?
Okay. Yes, there's one particular experience I had when I was in secondary school in my Form 1, and up to now, the day I made that decision, I blessed the day that I made that decision. Then when we were in secondary school, I had a best friend then, her name is Bimbo. Then other girls in the school, you always have those bad girls, they wanted to be our friend, and they cooked up a story that, I said this about her, which I didn't do, So I got angry, and I made up my mind by third time in Form 1 that I will never be best friend to anybody, because I felt my friend did not believe me. Though years after, we made up 15 years after, and she had to confirm that yes, she knew then and all that. So, but we're still friends, but not best friends. So what I'll tell teenagers or children is this: that please, while you're growing, don't pitch your tent. It's like a gangster when you like pitch your tent to someone. This is my best friend. No. Be woman. No, it's humanity first. Be so that you can access everybody. Not that. That's where you have the issue of bullying. So more or less, I'm a one man moko, one man battalion. I do my things in my own way, so that I will not have the people will not influence me. Even as a mother now, I don't have friends that influence me. I do things the way I want to do it because I've made up my mind that, oh, you are an individual. You can always seek for advice, but don't let people's pressure or because, okay, let me give you an instance. You don't feel like going out, but because your friend is going and she's always going with you, the day she comes to you like, let's go, and there's danger. You just like cause of shouting, family, let me, you understand? So you should be able to balance relationship. Like, I don't have to be doing follow. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to be on your own and be like, oh, this is me and this is me with love. You understand? It's not with arrogance or anything. No, when you do such, you have to know how you tread carefully. People will not see it as arrogance and you are saying you're full of yourself. No man is an island. So when I say one man battalion, it does not mean that I stay alone. No man is an island. You can't stay alone in your life. You have to interact with people, but you should set boundaries.
Yeah. Well, I think you've answered all our questions. And that's like the end of today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to
like and share,
subscribe.
And subscribe, very important.
Thank you guys.
Please do that for my niece. I love you all.
All right.
Cheers, babe.